Hej och välkomna till Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition avsnitt 31. Jag heter Hanna och det här är Softsol. Jag är lite osäker på vad vi ska göra för någonting. Vi kanske skulle ta... Ja, nu är vi så nära Josephine. Det är så praktiskt att hon sitter precis vid The War Room. Ursäkta om jag avbröt er, det var inte meningen.
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
Van Vigard of Ferenden is visiting. An honor, to be sure. Please show no alarm if you hear shouting in his quarters at night.
Shouting?
His lordship spent a half a year with his lands under siege by Darkspawn during the Ferelden Blight. His wife informs me the band still sleeps rather poorly.
Okej. Jo, men vi har ju lovat Dorian va? Och hjälpa honom. The Inner Circle. Bianca of Somewhat Fallen dispatched Liliana's assassins. De håller på. Seeing Red. Varric saw enough Relirium. Measuring the Veil. Soulless. Travel to the Hinterlands of Soulless. Inquisition troops march. Talk to Sarah about them. Vi kanske skulle prata med henne. Hon är ju ändå här i... vad heter stället? Stone Keep. Hon ville ju att vi skulle visa upp oss bara för en liten parad typ. Och det gick vi med på. Hon är här uppe. Någonstans. Inte där. Eller är hon där? Jag tror det. Hon är där inne va? Jag tyckte jag såg hennes ben. Examine. Har vi inte läst den här? Sarah's cabinet of wonders whose it was. Delivered. One cabinet suitable for a lady's curiosities if resources should be spent on such things. Sir Morris. Below, a comment and journal entries by Sarah. Also, doodles of Sarah with her tongue out. Eat it, Morris. Stuff needs a place. Stuff. Banner, circle, soft. Lizard, scratched out. Rough and weird. Hala, fake. Real ones sink. Cards, little worlds. Goblet, fancy cup. Cup, shit goblet. Bottle, warden, strong. Bottle, to winter, piss weak. Stupid sword, there's a small blood stain. Silk, bolts, not arrow bolts, soft. Make something. Griffin, warden, heavy. I think that minstrel Meriden is chatting me up. The song is creepy.
Heard what went on in that Fade thing. What you think went on. Can't even start to believe that business.
I think a lot of people are having trouble with what went on there.
People going on about visions and piss when real people are gone. Dead, probably. Hawk, yeah? Lost a champion. And in trade, a busted down bunch of wardens. And they're always weird. Usually, bad stuff happens first, so you're glad when the hero shows up. But wardens are the wrong way round. They're the good thing that means a bad thing is about to happen. Like in Denerim, when the Blight ended.
It must have been rough living through the Blight.
Someone yells Darkspawn, and then nothing happens for a long time. Then wardens show up and take your stuff. Or, you know, some prick noble takes your stuff because wardens may ask for it. Then you steal it back. So whatever. The first ones in line to screw everyone weren't Darkspawn. That's all I'm saying. Blackwall's nice, though. Different from the adamant ones. Need more like him.
Okej, men vi skulle prata om paraden.
Shell was good pay for you, Inquisitor. Time to go see if my friends came through too. Got a location for a stash. Hopefully something nice for my trouble. Well, your trouble. Just let me know when you're ready to head out. Be sure to bring your empty pockets.
Va?
Who is putting up the reward for this?
I don't know. Sometimes it's pass the hat. Sometimes it's I lifted this from Master's vault. Doesn't matter, does it? Job done. Time to get what we're owed.
Okej, ja.
I'm not ready to go just yet.
Your choice, yeah? Only so long it'll stay hidden.
Okej, på tal om, hon hade en poäng där, att vi behöver empty our pockets. Jag tror vi har hur mycket grejer som helst. Kan man sälja här någonstans, tro? Här va? Okej, jag springer uppenbarligen helt galet. Kanske av honom? Kan man... Hej? Nej. En skylt. Tavern notices. Archery contest Saturday. All challenges welcome. Except Varric and Bianca. Sister Liliana to judge. Det var ju roligt. Nej, okej. Så om jag behöver sälja något här, kan jag gå igenom alla? Ja, det kan jag. Bra. Jag tror inte att jag har något jättemycket. Ja. Jag skulle vilja hitta något ställe där jag kan sälja grejer. Där nere. Helst utan att dö. Så. Här. Det här är en merchant. Jag menar, vi har ju typ inte sålt någonting sen since forever. Okej. Fast det här är buy. Man kanske skulle köpa någonting. Den här är ju mycket bättre än den jag har. Kan jag köpa den? Buy. Okej, sälj. Då ska vi se. Tempest, den här var ju sämre än den hon hade, va? I och för sig så har vi väl fler mages. Unique Mall, precis. Den är sämre än den hon har, men Solas har väl... Okej, vi gör så här. Vi går igenom lite. Den här ser jag fram emot att kunna använda. Den kan jag inte ha nu i vilket fall. Cassandra, hon har ett enhandat svärd. Hon kan ju få ha en yxa istället, ser det ut som. One of the last Emerald Knights alive after the exalted march destroyed the Elven Dales. Nomoris famously lodged his axe in the tree he had planted in the Emerald Graves, saying, "Let it remain here until my people are free, to mark my soul which shall never rest." Then he threw himself into a river, his body never found or interred. An Oroligheten adventurer poisoned the tree to take the weapon, after fleeing Dalish hunters seeking vengeance for the sacrilege. Den är i alla fall uppenbart mycket bättre än den hon hade. Jag tror att de lägger sig i bra ordning faktiskt. Typ. Hon har en båge. Då kan ju hon få den här. Så. Dorian har ju en sån. Och han har också en dålig grej. Varför kunde inte Bloodwake? Level 15. Item level 15. Okej. Då får du den. Så, varsågod. Blackwall. Det har vi precis... den där var inte bättre. Det var där vi kom fram till ju. Cool. Daggers. Inget nytt. Nope. Vivian, du har redan en bra. Solas, du kan få den. Så. Varric, du har ju Bianca. Det vore jättekonstigt om man kunde byta ut den, eller om det liksom... Om man kunde ha något bättre än Bianca, vore det konstigt. Medium. Här. Cassandra har Heavy. Vi har inget nytt, va? Och hon då? Medium också? Ja. Men hon har inget på huvudet. Hon kan ändå inte ha den på huvudet, så det spelar ingen roll. Han har också medium, va? Light armor såg det för sig. Jag tror inte ens jag har något. Jag har liksom en hjälm till övers. Om det är någon som inte har en hjälm. Du. Men det är fortfarande Kunari trained only på dem. Ja, då så. Då vet vi. Accessories. Heal bonus. Det känns väl som att den enda som healar är ju Vivienne, eller? Det är bara den där vanliga. Så. Okej, det var bälte förresten. Så. Okej. Du har guard damage. Här är ring. Ability damage. Ability duration. Det blir väl bra där med. Belt. Det är väl säkert bättre än den du har. Varic only. Han har den. Bra. Det vet vi. Varic. Den får du. Och äta upp. Så. Sen så ska du ha lite såna. Okej. Ability damage, ja, precis. Och så får du väl en sån. Och så får du en sån. Det är bättre än ingenting, så du ska inte klaga. Torbjörn, du är hyfsat uppdaterad. Du kan ha en till. Jaha, det var ett bälte, sorry. Här. Shield bash. Men det spelar ingen roll vad de heter för någonting egentligen. Hon är ingen amulett. Du kan få... Nej, oj, det var inte meningen. Sorry. Så. Så. Du har inga ringar. Så. Cole, vi har inga halsband kvar. Eller amuletter kanske man säger. Okej. Jag tror att det var det. Då borde jag ju rimligtvis kunna sälja allt annat i princip. Den där till exempel kan jag... Så. Oj då, en sköld. Det glömde jag faktiskt bort att kolla. Kan jag säga åt det? Ja, det är samma. Så. Sen så är det väl lika bra att spara Kinari Blade sen, eftersom att vi säkert kommer få en Kinari person sen. One-sided blade for Morning Star. Så, weapons. Den där är också Kinari. Ja, där. Ja, den kan vi också sälja. De här då? Jag har faktiskt inte en aning om hur man gör de här grejerna. Det är verkligen inte en susning. Vad är det här för något då? Ska man bara sälja dem? Weapon, armor, recipes, other. Nothing to sell. Valuables. Det här måste ju vara bara att sälja, eller? Så. Titta! Åh, vi fick typ inga pengar för det. Alla de grejerna. Okej. Never mind. Det här är en dubbelhandad, va? Great Axe. Oj, den kostar 11 000. Jag köpte en ny båge istället. Okej. Oj, ursäkta. Här är jag. Här är ni. Det är väl... Aha, vänta. Black Wall. Han måste ha en våning upp. Oh, Liliana is ready to report in. Bra. Då borde ju det här vara klart i alla fall. Här, read. The stable boy's letters. A personal letter written in a halting simple hand. Mother. We're up and the mountains now. Frostbacks like you told stories about. It's safe because the herald's leading, and he's everything they say is. Praise Andraste, I can make a difference. Tell father I'm sorry about the felts. I hope Uncle Silas helped. I want to be there, but this matters. It really matters. Love and respect your son Desmond. Han kanske kan vi inte erbjuda Desmond en liten skolgång kanske. Ja, där är han ju, Blackwall. Ursäkta. Du var verkligen inte rätt utmätt på kartan.
Adamant is and always will be the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver. That's what Warden Commander Chlorel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be. None of the wardens we saw wavered. They gave their lives willingly. They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
that's why he has to die.
You'll get no argument from me. There's no one to blame but Corypheus. Even Chlorel's intentions were righteous. Her desire to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
Okay, oh.
At the end of the day, I guess all we can do is try and hope for the best.
You're right. What matters is that we never give up. Chlorel made mistakes, but she was a great woman, and she died a great woman. It's not the armor or the trappings of the Order. It's not the joining. At the heart of it, all a warden is a promise. To protect others, even at the cost of your own life.
Okej. Men okej, det är fortfarande en quest kvar. Ett questmärke. Ja, det är väl för att jag inte har pratat med alla än. Efter det som hände i The Fade.
This is just... it's something to keep their hands busy. I'm grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could change things.
I'm pleased that you feel that way.
Makes me sound like a chantry sister, doesn't it? Some giddy new initiate. But so be it. I suppose you've earned my loyalty and girlish enthusiasm. You are who you choose to follow. Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney. He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I even thanked him.
What is this Grand Tourney?
You've never heard of it? The Grand Tourney of the Free Marches. It's a
Nope.
spectacle. Song, dance, wine, every amusement you can imagine. But the greatest part is the contest of arms. Prove yourself in the Grand Tourney, and you can make your fortune.
How did he help you?
There were 100 men on the field, each one fighting for himself. The knight and I had forged an alliance. It was just the two of us, and we took all comers. The goal, down as many opponents as possible. He always let me deliver the final blow.
He must have wanted something from you to help like that.
A pupil, a squire. Someone to teach and to mold. He saw my potential. When it was over, he offered to mentor me. To teach me to become a chevalier like him. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee at the Grand Tourney. I didn't need him. I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
Different doesn't always mean better.
In this case, I think it would have been better. But I'm older, hopefully wiser. And I think I've chosen the right person to walk with.
Tack kompis. Fortfarande. Vi har fortfarande kvar den här questen
I've
från
heard
dem.
rumors of abandoned warden
Nu
camps
kommer
all
den.
over these parts. If we have time, I'd like to take a look. See if there's anything we can salvage.
Okej.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Bra, då vet vi det.
Perhaps Master Dennett will join us now. A space like this needs an expert.
Master Dennett.
That Corypheus, he's a hammer, smashing everything.
Jag tror att vi sprang fel. Okej, jag sprang fel. Jag ska vara ärlig. Vi ska upp här. Jag tänkte att vi skulle kolla hur det gick med det där kontraktet som Liliana skulle förstöra. Lönnmördarkontraktet på Josephine. Lisette. Vem är du? Har vi pratat med varandra?
Inquisitor.
Hej. Okej, tja. Det var inte mycket att säga. Ingen att döma, vad bra. Just det, på tal om att döma, det här gibbet, jag tror att det är alltså att man hänger i stupstocken, ni vet. Eftersom man sa att man skulle gå därifrån. Jag vet inte riktigt varför jag pratar med dig. Jag skulle ju till The War Room faktiskt. Inte för att jag har något emot att prata med dig, Josephine. Jag har ju alltid gillat dig. Men vad gör väl en olycklig kärlek? Jag undrar om Torbjörn har blivit friendzonad av Josephine. Hoppas inte det. Nu ska vi se. Destroying House of Repose's contract. Inquisitor, it has been done. The House of Repose hid themselves well, but a small group of our agents destroyed the contract and Josephine's life, and also found some interesting information on future targets. Josephine will not be happy we took this route, but I would rather suffer her displeasure than her passing, Liliana. Makes two of us, faktiskt. Oh. Alltså, hur mycket behöver vi egentligen? Jag skulle vilja åka till någon sån här lite större grej. Men först kanske vi ska prata med Josephine. Vi ska skicka iväg Liliana bara. The Exalted Plains are an excellent source of the herb rashvine, and there are still several viridium mines in operation. Though convincing the locals to return to work might not be easy. Now that a camp is established in the region, Inquisition forces can search for these resources and send them back to Skyhold. Rashvine is commonly useful, we should gather what we can.
Let's see what we have.
Okej, nu pratar vi med Josephine. De sa ingenting om att vi förlorade några heller på vägen, så det... Hon borde inte vara sur. Hon kanske är lite upprörd över att vi inte tog hennes diplomatiska väg. Okej, jag är inte sen på det. Meet Josephine i Val Royeaux, då åker vi till Val Royeaux. Josephine, du vet att jag alltid prioriterar dig. Han är en riktig liten toffel. Val Royeaux. Okej. Okej. Då ska vi se, vilka har vi med oss? Ja, vi har väl med oss Blackwall. Och man kanske helt enkelt skulle ha lite andra med sig. Solas kanske. Dorian. Okej. Då ska vi se. Vart är vi? Cassandra, Mother Giselle. Va? Mother Giselle? Ja, Dorian. Dorian, Iron Bull, Sarah. Jaha, trodde att vi hade pratat redan. Nej, hade vi tydligen inte. Solas, Beric, Bianca. Där, sitter jag till. Kan vi se på kartan vad han äter? Där, vi ser henne. Perfekt. Hej Josephine.
I read Liliana's report. Her people infiltrated the League of Assassins targeting you. The contract on your life has been destroyed. You should be safe now.
And thus we outwit the House of Repose.
Should we have waited for an assassin to sneak through instead?
I've no doubt that the guild was staffed by vicious men and women, Inquisitor. It's simply... Did I ever mention I used to be a bard?
Nej, du har aldrig berättat det.
Bards entertain the Orlesian courts. They sing, play music, make charming conversation, and spy. Many young nobles put on a mask and practice playing the game in such a fashion.
What made you interested in becoming a bard?
I was attending a university in Valroyo when I learned about bards. There was such an air of romance about them. Stories of secrets, trysts, and fascinating people. A group of us, young gentry from Antigua, decided this exciting life was for us.
How did you go from being a wandering singer to an ambassador?
In a very sad fashion. During one particular intrigue, I encountered a bard sent to kill my patron. We fought. Or perhaps scrapped is the better word. Both of us terrified. We were at the top of a steep flight of stairs. The other bard drew a knife, and I pushed him away from me. You can imagine the result.
You've drawn a clear enough picture.
But it was such a waste, Inquisitor. When I took off his mask, I knew him. We'd attended parties together. If I'd stopped to reason, if I'd used my voice instead of scuffling like a common thug, I'll always wonder who that young man would have grown into.
Alltså inget av det här är någonting jag vill säga. Jag vill trösta henne.
He seemed willing enough to murder you for the game.
Perhaps. I feel I'm the last to judge whether or not he would have actually used the blade. In all the commotion... forgive me. I don't believe I ever thanked you for helping me with this.
Ja!
I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Such a gracious woman deserves nothing less.
Such talk. I'm quite overcome.
Vi lyckades flirta.
Oh, no. I mean, yes. I meant... No, I don't... Well, if you meant to draw a blush to my cheeks, you've completely succeeded. Let's return to Skyhold before anyone notices.
Hon är så söt. Okej. Inquisition Path. Den här har vi fortfarande inte gjort. Seek out combat trainers at the war table. Jag kan inte förstå vad det är som är så svårt med den. Eller om vi skulle ta en sån här. Have Cullen, Leliana och Josephine investigate the disappearance of the seekers. Det gör vi från the war table. Den här då. To the gull and lantern. Vi är level 13, vi kan ha vår nya båge. Kan jag snurra på den? Det var inte så lätt att se hur den ser ut. Den var söt. Den har vi där. Då har vi long shot now rips through. If leaping shot hits, you can use the momentum of your leap to do a stronger draw as you come back to your feet. Your next attack, whenever you make it, will knock down its target. Det blir bra. Vi kör fullständigt på att mastra grejerna. Här, fast travel. Ska vi se om vi kan hitta det där stället vi skulle till. Här, The Hinterlands skulle vi till. Och där. Hitta. Så.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
Har vi tagit den här landmarken som är här uppe? Lyser de då? Nej, det har vi inte. Kolla. Jaha. Okej. Ingen trodde att vi skulle få läsa något. Oj. Ursäkta. Det här är ju den här Red Cliff Village, den här staden med alla magiker som vi fick över på vår sida till mångas förtret och till någras lycka. Är det upp eller ner eller vart kan man gå? Ursäkta. Alltså det här att man inte kan springa mellan folk, det här är inte... Det gillar jag inte. Hoppa. Nej. Nej. Okej, vi springer åt andra hållet. Ska vi se. Åh, vänta. De har ju också... Han har inte det, men de andra har det. Gått upp i level alltså. 6 poäng, herregud. Solas. Inferno, Winter, Rift Mage. Det låter spännande. Years spent studying the Fade have given Solas the ability to manipulate its energies in unpredictable ways. He can pull matter from the Fade and even twist the Veil into a weapon to hamper his opponents. Stonefist, you summon a boulder from the Fade and smash it into your target, sending them flying. Veil Strike, you recreate your own fist from the essence of the Fade and smash nearby foes to the ground. Encircling Veil, you use stray magic around weakened enemies to increase the power of status effect on them. Restorative Veil, you pull stray magic from around weakened enemies to regain mana based on the damage you do to them. Smothering Veil, weakened enemies have the damage they inflict reduced even further. Twisting Veil, you catch stray magic around the weakened enemies and use them to increase the damage of your own attacks. Pool of the Abyss, you create a tiny rift that pulls enemies toward a central point. Vi klickar lite. Firestorm, you summon flaming meteors raining fire down upon enemies all over the area for the next several seconds. Apply. Blackwall. Dorian, där. Ursäkta. Ha! Necromancer. How cool is that? Dorian is well versed in spells that bind and manipulate fade spirits, a practice that does not have the same stigma in the Twin Imperium as it does elsewhere in Thedas. Horror, you unleash spirits of fear that terrify all enemies within the area. Blinding Terror, you have learned to leave enemies vulnerable in their terror. Enemies that are panicked take increased damage from all attacks. Haste, you increase the speed of the entire party, det är alltid bra. Death Siphon, every time an enemy dies nearby you regain both health and mana. Simulacrum. If you're knocked unconscious, a spirit you control takes of your likeness and fights on your behalf for a short time. The spirit draws a magic directly from the Fade, casting spells without cost. You cannot be revived by any means until the spirit leaves. Okay, Power of the Dead. Killing enemies attracts spirits that increase the power of your spells for a short time. Spirit Mark. You mark a target with an attacking spirit, inflicting ongoing damage. If the target dies while marked, the spirit mimics the victim's body bravely to fight on your behalf. Twist. Nu så. Nu, vi har så mycket grejer på gång så att det är så himla spännande. Och vi vill bara veta vad det är som händer i alla... Jag tycker det är lite mycket resande fram och tillbaka. Jag vet inte. Eller lite många trådar uppe samtidigt. Okej, Dorian. Vi är här. The crows and Queen Madrigal. The first crow refused to speak even when we put hot coals to the soles of his feet and peeled the skin off his face and hands with a paring knife. He opted instead to chew through his own tongue and choke to death on the blood. Ew, det låter som en riktig Game of Thrones grej. The second captive repeated what we already knew. Queen Madrigal went on a hunt and did not appear for the evening's festivities. Her body was later found with 4 steel swords through the chest. I asked what he knew about one of the 4 swords being a replica of Hesarian's Sword of Mercy. He had not heard about that, or at least claimed as much. He later died on the rack, smiling slightly. Okay. The third crow must have realized he would not leave the dungeon alive. He seemed to hope that by angering Master Fior, he would earn himself a quick death. The crow tried our patience with pithy comments while Master Fior was trying to work. At one point, he made a remark about Fior's mother, which I shall not repeat here. I will admit to feeling admiration for his ability to retain a capacity for coherent speech and even some wit while under extreme duress. Amid all his useless chatter, this third crow did raise an important point. His guild has a reputation to uphold. They are ruthless, efficient, and discreet. How would they maintain such notoriety if agents routinely revealed the names of employers with something as banal as torture? This gave me pause. I called for a halt to the session. After some thought, I stabbed the man through the heart and set the fourth and fifth crow captives free. If there is a confession to be extracted, it will not be done with pain. I recommend we abandon this course of action. Ska se om vi kan hitta någon. The annulment at Dersmood. When we heard of the injustice against our fellow mages at the White Spire, the circle of magi in Val Royeaux, I feared what was to come. Our circle at Dersmood is small and isolated. It exists largely as a facade to appease the chantry. When the other circles rose up, the chantry sent seekers across the bay from Islay to investigate. They found us mixing freely with our families, training female mages in the traditions of the seers, and denounced us as apostates. Perhaps they thought we were spineless rogues who could be intimidated with a little bloodshed. Before I was first enchanter, I was the daughter of Captain Rivaud of the Felicima Armada. I know how to plan a battle. They brought with them a small army of Templars. We fought, and we might have won, but they invoked the right of annulment, with all the unrelenting brutality that allowed. It is their right to put screaming apprentices to the sword, burn our tainted libraries, crush irreplaceable artifacts under their heels, tear down the very walls of our home. No mage has the right to disagree. We of the Dersmood Circle wait now, behind the barricades. I have sent word to our brother and sister mages of this outrage. When they break through, we will not die alone. Alltså, magikerna har inte direkt blivit välbehandlade här. Sears and the Alls met, 23rd of Ferventis. When I set out for the capital of Rivain, I did not anticipate arriving in the middle of a little provincial festival. The streets are thick with fishermen and farmers coming in from the countryside for some gathering. Rural life apparently breeds fierce rivalries. I've seen more than one fist fight erupt in the square outside the Thin. And do they call this music? Excellent wine, however. It must be Antivan. The agreement is sealed. The merchant had more jewelry on his head than Orlesian women do on their fingers, but anyone willing to sell me silk at this price may dress how they please. Sabal, whose title is Anain, is an amiable sort who offered to show me Alsmith tonight. Apparently the village leaders, hedge majors, they dubbed seers, travel to Dersmood twice a year to meet in council, forge trade agreements, and publicly pledge loyalty to Rivain's queen. Deals made at Alsmed are seen as especially auspicious. Sebold warned me that sometimes hotheads will attempt to settle old feuds before the seers decree binding judgments here. But there are also feasts, lavish gift-giving ceremonies, musical contests, and other rustic nonsense. This explains the rabble. Still, it might be amusing to sample the local color. I've just witnessed a loudly public exchange between two men trying to outdo each other with ridiculous boasts in the square. The most extravagant liar was applauded and decorated with wreaths by the crowd. The Riveni are lively, I'll grant them that, and not at all afraid to drink with the winter. Ha! Peasant oath threatened me after I tripped into him at feast. Bit of fire cowed him. Impressed ladies too. What enlightened attitudes. These people have fantastic lovely dances here. Must remember get vintage from Inkeep. Label was blue. We'll find out who's sleeping on top of me. Bring more robes next year. Jaha. Alltså, vi har ju gått... Det känns lite som att den här questen är buggad. Eller är det bara jag som tycker att det känns lite så? Här, kanske. Hello. Här. Nej. Dorians, den här snubben som skulle vänta på Dorian verkar inte riktigt ha väntat på Dorian. Om man ska vara sån. The valuables category in your inventory contains loot you can sell for profit. Jag hann inte läsa klart. Tyvärr. Bring Dorian to the Golden Lantern. The Golden Lantern. Under protection of the Inquisition. Ursäkta, men... Här då, New Quest. Det är ju inte ens något folk här inne. En liten cutscene som glömdes bort förut.
Uh-oh, nobody's here. This doesn't bode well.
Dorian.
Father. The whole story about the family retainer was just, what? A smokescreen?
Then you were told. I apologize for the deception, Inquisitor. I never intended for you to be involved.
Of course not. Magister Parvus couldn't come to Skyhold and be seen with the dread Inquisitor. What would people think? What is this exactly, Father? Ambush? Kidnapping? Warm family reunion?
This is how it has always been.
Considering you lied to get him here, Dorian has every right to be furious.
You don't know the half of it. But maybe you should.
Dorian, there's no need to.
I prefer the company of men. My father disapproves.
That's a big concern in Tevinter, then.
Only if you're trying to live up to an impossible standard. Every Tevinter family is intermarrying to distill the perfect mage, perfect body, perfect mind, the perfect leader. It means every perceived flaw, every aberration is deviant and shameful. It must be hidden.
So that's what all of this is about? Who you sleep with?
That's not all it's about.
Dorian, please. If you'll only listen to me.
Why? So you can spout more convenient lies? He taught me to hate blood magic. The resort of the weak mind. Those are his words. But what was the first thing you did when your precious heir refused to play pretend for the rest of his life? You tried to change me.
I
Med
only
blood
wanted
magic.
what was best for you.
You wanted the best for you. Your fucking legacy. Anything for that.
Dorian.
I think it's time we left.
I agree.
Stackarn. Jag blir så beklämd att det blir helt tyst. Jag tycker synd om honom.
He's a good man, my father. Deep down. He taught me principle is important. He cares for me in his way, but he won't ever change. I can't forgive him for what he did. I won't.
He tried to change you.
Out of desperation. I wouldn't put on a show, marry the girl, keep everything unsavory, private and locked away. Selfish, I suppose. Not to want to spend my entire life screaming on the inside. He was going to do a blood ritual. Alter my mind. Make me acceptable. I found out. I left.
Are you all right?
No, not really. Thank you for bringing me out there, even if it didn't work out. Maker knows what you must think of me now, after that whole display.
I think you're very brave.
Brave?
It's not easy to abandon tradition and walk your own path.
At any rate, time to drink myself into a stupor. It's been that sort of day. Join me sometime, if you've a mind.
Fantastiska
I
Dorian.
don't know what you think you're doing.
I'm being clacked at by a hen, evidently.
Don't play the fool with me, young man.
If I wanted to play the fool, I could be rather more convincing, I assure you.
Your glib tongue does you no credit.
You'd be surprised at the credit my tongue gets me, Your Reverence.
Okej, det var deras lilla avslutning på det här. Det här var episod 31. Jag är Hanna och det här är Softsol. Glöm inte klicka på gilla så ses vi i nästa avsnitt. Ha det så bra. Hej då!